I take on the ultimate Join me as I take on the ultimate challenge of cracking this insane 2,500 ELO chess puzzle. High-level chess puzzles like this one are crucial for improving skills. They push you to think critically and strategically. Solving them can significantly enhance your problem-solving abilities and tactical vision on the board. The challenge ahead is to crack this 2,500 ELO puzzle, and I'm excited to share my thought process with you. The position on the board is quite intriguing. We have a complex interplay of pieces, and the goal is to find a winning move. As you can see, the pieces are densely packed, and there's a lot of tension in the air. The opponent's king is somewhat exposed, but there are also potential weaknesses in our own position. Your task is to find a move that takes advantage of the opponent's vulnerabilities while securing your own king. Let's take a closer look at the pieces. We have a strong knight on c3, a bishop on g2, and a rook on f1. The opponent's position is also well structured, with a solid pawn chain and a well-placed queen. The question is, where do we start? Which piece do we prioritize, and what's the best way to utilize it? The opponent's pawn on b5 looks like a potential weakness, but it's also a potential target for our pieces. We need to carefully consider our next move to make sure we're not walking into a trap. As we analyze the position, we should also think about common tactics and patterns that might apply here. Top players often approach complex puzzles like this one by looking for imbalances on the board, in material, pawn structure, or piece placement. They also try to identify potential weaknesses in their opponent's position and look for ways to exploit them. Sometimes, it's about finding a clever way to use a piece that's not currently active. In this case, we need to think creatively and consider moves that might not be immediately obvious. We should also be aware of potential threats and make sure we're not overlooking any obvious dangers. The key here is to stay focused and patient, taking the time to evaluate each possible move carefully. When solving puzzles like this, it's essential to verify each step to ensure it leads to a solution. The correct solution to this puzzle is quite surprising. It involves a clever combination of piece movements that ultimately lead to a significant advantage. To solve it, we need to make a series of precise moves that might not be immediately apparent. The first move is to play d4, which seems counterintuitive at first but ultimately leads to a strong initiative. From there, we need to carefully maneuver our pieces to create threats and exploit weaknesses in the opponent's position. The final move is where the puzzle gets really tricky. It requires a deep understanding of tactical patterns and the ability to see several moves ahead. In the end, solving this puzzle comes down to a combination of strategic thinking and tactical skill. The key takeaways from this challenge are the importance of patience, attention to detail, and creative thinking. If you want to improve your chess skills, it's essential to practice regularly and challenge yourself with puzzles like this one. So, did you manage to crack the puzzle, or do you have questions about the solution? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're looking for more chess challenges, be sure to check out my next video.